that one tastes like barf.
A few moments later.
The prices of chocolate in 2026 has gone absolutely insane.
Gone are the days of going to your local convenience store and getting a chocolate bar for about $1. It doesn't cost that anymore. You want to know Henry, a caramel, a Hershey's, you're looking anywhere between $2.79 to $3.99 a chocolate bar at this point, which is absolutely ludicrous. I'm torn between having a KitKat or paying rent at this point. Damn it, I can't afford this!
Even though the actual price of cocoa beans is finally chilled out a bit, the big chocolate companies aren't dropping the prices anytime soon. They're still trying to make up for the fact that they lost a ton of money. So now we, the consumer, are either paying more for the same bar or more for lesser quality altogether.
You're wondering why your favorite chocolate bars taste different? Well, they changed the recipe, and they're actually receiving a ton of backlash, so much so that this company right here, Reese's, is actually reverting and going back to its original recipe. Not gonna lie, these are pretty cheeks, and they're expensive. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I didn't think I was gonna have a video this week, but I decided to steal this idea from Talentless Cooking, another bearded Canadian that makes food content on YouTube.
Candy bars.
What is up, gangsters? My name is Beansy, and today we are trying dollar store
Chocolate bars. But not these ones here, my friends. No. I can't afford these ones. We're gonna go with the knockoff ones. The ones that cost, I could get 4 chocolate bars for the price of 1. And I will be trying them out so you don't have to. Unless they're good, and then I would absolutely recommend them.
Yeah, that one tastes like barf. The chocolates that we're going to be having from the dollar store are based on Bounty, Mars, Snickers, Crunch, and Twix. Okay, I gotta put these back. On to the review! So, this is how I'm starting breakfast, I guess. I'm filming a Montreal series a little bit later today. Got my espresso. Oh, that's nice. And hopefully it cuts through all this chocolate, all this sugar, and I don't get a tummy ache before filming. But knowing me and filming multiple things in a day, I'm gonna get a tummy ache anyway. So I'm gonna start with the Titan because I am hungry, and this bar here is a heavy hitter, packed with peanuts, caramel, and nougat. Take a look at this bar right here. It looks pretty good. And this is supposed to be identical to a Snickers. Okay. It doesn't taste as sweet or chocolatey as a Snickers. It's more of a subtle Snickers. I'm getting a lot of nougat, and it's very dense. And the caramel's nice in there, too. Not bad. Especially for the price. Wow. If I have to give it a score out of 5, probably a 4. Price ratio gives it a bump up. The fact that there's 2 bars inside of this, fantastic. The peanuts, the nougat, caramel, very, very good. What it lacks is chocolate. Very, very thin layer, but the rest of it, solid. Would I recommend picking up a Titan? Abso-freaking-lutely. On to the next one. Crispy Delight Time. This one, a little bit more refined. If you're looking for a hazelnut cream base with little bits of crispy rice, think Ferrero Rocher or Kinder Bueno. Try this out. Oh, look at that. Comes in little bars. I like that. See the little balls of puffed rice inside? What? I'm getting a lot of the hazelnut cream in this. It doesn't show up, but the flavor is there. It tastes exactly like a Kinder Bueno.
on the nose to a Kinder Bueno, except so much cheaper. I love that, and I love that I got to try this. I would pick this up again. 4.5. Meteor bar time. The vibe on this one, all about the chew. Thick caramel sitting atop a bed of malted nougat, no nuts. Similar to a Mars bar, or in America, Milky Way. Very soft, very gooey. Oh no. Yeah, that one tastes like barf. That's a 0. The first bite profile was kind of nice and soft. The rest of product of Turkey. It's not expired. Maybe it's a bad batch, but maybe not. Maybe it's supposed to taste like barf. That is terrible. Island bar.
I'm an island boy, and I've been trying to...
The vibe, exactly what it says on the tin. Moist, shredded coconut center, drenched in chocolate, and think Bounty or Mounds. Look at that. Kind of looks like a peanut.
I'm a just island boy. I'm gonna get key white going.
I'm not a big fan of like coconut chocolate bars, but if somebody gave me this, I wouldn't be mad. There's a lot of shredded coconut in there. The candy chocolate coating around it isn't terrible. 2.5. Duet bar.
Let's do it.
This-
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Talk to me.
Let's do it.
This is the Crunch Factor King, the biscuit chocolate. Similar to a Twix, caramel cookie combo, a little bit of chocolate coating on the exterior. I'm gonna pull one of these out. And this thing is pretty big. Bite right into it. Wow. I was not expecting that much caramel to come out of this. I was expecting it to be more like a Twix. This is just a better version of a Twix. 4. Now, on to the last one. I thought this was a knockoff chocolate bar, but it's not. Apparently, LUPO is a dream bar, and it's more of a snack cake than a traditional candy bar. It's huge. This is supposed to be like a little Debbie snack, basically like a Milky Way crispy roll, and it's very, very soft. Oh, and it just kind of pulls apart and breaks. You can kind of see it's got like a sponge-like cake interior, but it's not moist in any way. It's actually quite dry. And then on top, you got like a little layer of caramel, I assume. Caramel cream, they say. Okay. It tastes like a stale little Debbie cake. I won't be having any more of that. The caramel coating on top is nice. The center is supposed to be pillowy and soft, and it's hard. It's hard and a little bit brittle. My advice, if you're looking to save some money, Dollarama chocolate bars aren't terrible. If you're looking for my recommendations on what to get, I would definitely recommend either the Titan bar or the Crispy Delight bar. Or, if you're a fan of Twix, the DUET. That one is just, it's a better version of a Twix bar. The other ones are just quite similar. Crispy Delight has more of that hazelnut cream base as well, which is quite nice. I am surprised by the quality of some of these chocolate bars, and definitely shocked by some of the qualities of the other ones. That Mars one is awful. Ew. So So there you go. For more food, travel, gaming, and more, give us a subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. And I'm off to film in the city with a stomach full of chocolate. Bye for now.